It's a miracle that I made it out alive, honestly. It really is. Okay. I literally just graduated high school like a month ago. I graduated June 17th, 2016, and it is now July 20th, 2016. So anyways, I want to take this time right now to remember my whole high school experience from freshman year all the way to senior year and look back on the highlights. So freshman year, I went to a Catholic school and it was all girls school, and we had like our little uniform. I met some people that I became pretty close with. This one girl in particular where I thought like we were best friends. We shared secrets with each other, and I really thought like she was gonna be my friend for like the rest of high school. Or like honestly, I was thinking she was gonna be my friend for like the rest of my life, honestly. But girl, that did not happen. I go into high school and I am very innocent. Like I do not know anything like at all. Like I never really experienced a lot, you know. Freshman year was the year where I got sex education. I didn't get it from no teachers. It wasn't a part of school. I didn't get it from my parents. I got it from the people that I surrounded myself with. One girl in particular, everything I knew freshman year, she taught me. We used to talk like 24/7, you know, we were besties. She was the girl that I thought I was gonna be friends with forever, but no. Anyways, we talked like 24/7, like when I got home from school, like I was always messaging her. So she sent me a link on like iMessage, whatever. Click the link, and it took me to the freaking Kim Kardashian and Ray J sex tape, okay? And I was like, I looked at it, I was like, oh no, what is this? I clicked on the video, okay, and I started watching it. And then I was just like, oh no, because I had no idea how it all worked, how it all went down, how the birds and the bees. I was still really curious. And I kept on watching more videos, so I was just chilling in my room watching porn. And I didn't watch it because, you know, I liked watching it. I watched it because I was curious. I had never watched porn before. Like I knew what porn was, but I had never seen it before. So I didn't really know how it worked. So yeah, it was crazy. And she's also the one who explained to me what masturbation was. Like I did not know what that was. I was like, who does that? Like that's crazy. Like why would people do that? Like, so yeah, this best friend of mine that I thought was my best friend, like I said, I thought we were gonna be best friends for like ever. One day, like it was just crazy because it happened out of nowhere. She stops talking to me. Like she ignores me. She would not make eye contact with me, and like she would answer the question, but she would like look away. Like it was kind of, honestly, it was kind of strange. Like I really don't, like to this day, like I really don't know what happened. Like the only time she would actually talk to me is like through iMessage, and like we would message each other, and like it was cool. But then when we got to school, when we saw each other in person, like she would just ignore me. Like she wouldn't look at me. Like it was just crazy. And like it's really weird. Like it's honestly really weird. Like I really don't know what happened. But anyways, one day, like I was really getting tired of this. Like I was really sick of this. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like I really want to know like what's up with this girl. So then I messaged her, and then I was like why do you always be ignoring me in class or at school or whatever? And then she was like, oh sorry, it's because I forget to talk to you. I was like, bro, like how do you forget to talk to me? Like I just, that just did not make any sense. She was making up excuses, and I was like, okay, you know what, whatever. I eventually drifted apart. Like we never got close, and I still to this day I don't know what happened with that. And like, you know, it's kind of weird, but yeah. So I ended up with one friend like for the rest of freshman year. After that happened, for the rest of that time at school, I ended up with one friend because, you know what, whatever, fake friends. And also, freshman year was the year that I got my first kiss ever. But it wasn't like a real kiss. It was like a peck, but still like, you know, I used to play Truth or Dare a lot. So we were playing Truth or Dare. You know, I got there to kiss this guy, and that was like my first kiss. I think he was like a junior and I was a freshman, I'm not sure. Literally was just like a peck, like. So yeah, freshman year was, you know, it was okay. It was okay. It started off pretty good, but then it ended up being really bad. So yeah, sophomore year, I hated it. Like, I hated my school. Like, I was surrounded by a whole bunch of fake people. I thought they were fake, and I was just in a depressed mood. And I would, like, honestly, I was really negative, so maybe that affected like my mood too. Like, I just hated waking up in the morning, going to this school, and like, you know, dealing with these people. Like, I hated it. And like, I only had one friend, okay, and like, I didn't appreciate her as much as I could have, and I kind of really regret that, because she was like a really cool person. Like, you know, we were pretty cool. Nothing really significant happened sophomore year. I just remember being super depressed because I hated that school, and then and like, I just thought everyone was so fake, and like, it was true. Even though I thought people were fake, like, something crazy happened. Like, we were an all-girls school, okay, so like, we didn't really have like any like really big sports thing. Like, we didn't have football or anything, so, and we didn't have like homecoming, like the homecoming dance and stuff like that. We didn't have none of that. But like, people still tried to like the president of the school, whatever, she still tried to like incorporate, you know, the homecoming dance and stuff like that, like dances throughout the year. We had like homecoming, okay, and like, we were gonna have like homecoming princess, homecoming queens. I think only the seniors could be homecoming queens. Everybody else was like homecoming princess. And okay, this was super unexpected. Okay, I got nominated for homecoming princess as a sophomore. Like, it was kind of weird, because I was like, no one really knows who I am. Like, no one really talks to me. Literally, I only have like one friend, so it was like kind of weird. When I heard my name like through the loudspeaker, I was like, I wasn't really a noticed person. So then I went home, I told my mom, and then she told my grandparents, and it's kind of weird. My grandparents were super excited, because, you know, I'm not really that type of person that's like really outgoing or whatever. So they were like, oh my god, like, people are finally starting to notice you. Like, I was like, since we were in a girls' school, we were just like, we invited like other schools too to come to our dance. And like, they told us you can invite like 4 people, and you'll get a ticket in for free. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna invite 4 people. So I invited my 2 girlfriends, and I invited 2 other guys. And like, the guys, I wasn't really close to them, you know. I was just trying to invite a whole bunch of like, I was trying to have guys at the dance, you know, because, you know, like, we were all girls, so like, we were used to having guys around, you know. So I invited them, but like, it was so awkward. So I invited them, and like, this whole situation, like, we were all supposed to go together. Well, I was supposed to go with my 2 girlfriends, but then they ended up not being able to go. And then the 2 guys were supposed to go by themselves, but then they couldn't ended up not being able to find the address or whatever. So then I was like, alright, come with us, like, whatever, at school. But then like, these 2 girls, like, they told me, they're like, oh, we can't, like, our mom's gonna take us or something like that. And I was pretty messed up. I was like, don't leave me alone with these guys. Like, I'm not cool with them like that. Like, I don't know. Like, it's gonna be so awkward. Like, I'm a very socially awkward person. Okay, so the 2 guys get to my house, whatever. It's kind of awkward. Like, it really is. Like, I'm just really like filled with so much anxiety, because I really do have social anxiety. Like, I've been having social anxiety since I was a little kid, and it was just kind of weird. Like, I was just kind of weird about the whole thing. And then so both of them were like, they were like on one couch, and then I was like on another couch, and they were kind of just talking to each other, and I was kind of like there by myself. My grandparents decided to come over because they're like so excited that I got nominated for homecoming princess. They're like super excited, and then they started taking pictures, and I'm just like, bro, like, I don't want no pictures. Like, I really don't want pictures with them. Like, I thought it was the most awkwardest thing in the world, because I didn't really know them like that. And like, thinking about it, it's like funny now, but like, that moment I just felt so awkward. Oh my god. So they decided to take like a picture of me in the middle with the 2 guys, like, right beside me on each side. And I was just like, bruh, like, please no, I don't want a picture. But then they decided to take the picture, and then like, I still haven't seen the picture to this day. Hopefully they don't have it, because I really don't want to see the picture. Like, I don't know what happened to the picture, but they never showed me the picture, and it was just, oh my gosh, I just can't. So then anyways, that was over. So then we got in the car with my dad. My dad was taking us, and then I was in the front seat, they were in the back seat. They weren't really talking. or no one was really talking. And then I think my dad was like making small talk with them in the back. It was kind of weird. So we get there, like I walk in with these two guys, and then, you know, we're kind of like, you know, we're kind of just standing around, like I'm with them, like it's just the three of us, like we're kind of talking, we're kind of not, I don't know. And then what made me realize that people are so fake is like once I walked in, like people like automatically like looked at me, and like everybody started coming up to me. They're like, oh my gosh, hey Clara, like they started giving me hugs and stuff. And I was just like, bro, I was just like, everybody started surrounding us just because I had brought these two guys. I was like, wow, people are so fake. Like people I had never even talked to before, ever. They came up to me and started giving me hugs. I was like, that's when I realized people were really just really fake. Like that's why I did not like the people at this school, because they were just all super fake. Eventually my two other friends come and I'm so happy because I'm like, finally, like I'm not alone with them. I didn't end up winning Homecoming Princess. Just the fact that I got nominated was pretty cool. So yeah, that was the most significant part of sophomore year, because the rest of sophomore year was horrible. Like I did not enjoy sophomore year at all, because I was just ready to leave. I was ready to get out of that school, honestly, because I was like, bro, like I cannot, like one more year in this school, I was literally about to like die. Junior year was when I transferred to this other school, and I was so happy because I hated my old school, so I was super happy that I was transferring. But at the same time, I was really annoyed because I'm really not good at meeting people. But anyways, like nothing really drastic happened junior year. I just met a whole bunch of people and I was really happy. Like, you know, it was a good year socially, but academically it was a struggle, girl. It was a struggle. Like I was struggling every day in that school academically. Like I was not used to the amount of work that we had. Like I really was not used to it. School was real hard. Junior year was a year that I tried some little Mary Jane, if you know what I mean. So it was my first time trying it, and I mean I liked it. Like I thought it was cool. Like we were all just chilling and stuff, and like it was there. Actually, it's like a funny story, but I might just say that for another video because it's a pretty funny story. But yeah, it was my first time and I thought it was cool. Yeah, junior year, it was really nothing much. I went to prom with my friend. Like he came all the way from Sacramento just to go to prom, and I'm so grateful for that because he's so cool and like I just love him so much. So shout out to Willie. Junior year was a struggle because junior year is the most important year before, if you're trying to go to college, junior year is the most important year because that's the year that colleges look at. So I was not doing good. I was filling out my classes. It was not lit. I was literally already planning my life after high school. I was like, oh my god, like, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna go to college, so I need to find another way to be successful, you know? Yeah, nothing really drastic happened junior year, okay? My senior year though was a horrible year. It was a horrible year, okay? Okay, well the beginning of it was horrible, and then towards the end it became like better, okay? I literally cried so much. I think I've cried like more in this past year than I have ever cried in my whole entire life. I don't know what it was, but I just was not feeling it. Like I cried so much, and because I felt this way, this caused me to start skipping school. I think that's the reason why I started failing classes, because I started skipping school. I was pretty smart about it too. So what I did was, my dad, since my parents don't live together, my dad works like right by my school, so then he would come and pick me up in the mornings every day. And then so, you know, we would go to his work, and then I would stay there to like chill for a minute until it was time for me to go to school. The first time I did it, in my head I was like, okay, I'm not going to school today, like I'm really not feeling it. Okay, so then I was like, all right, I did the same thing that I did every single morning. Then this time I was like, all right, bye. I said bye, I'm going to school now. Okay, bye. I left, started going that way to school. I went that way to the BART station, and the BART station was like an hour away walking, but I really didn't mind that because I was like, as long as I'm not going to school, like I'm cool, like whatever. So I would take the BART. So I took the BART, and then I came back home, and it was like a lot of walking, okay, because I had to walk from my dad's work to BART, which is like an hour, and then walk to my house. And then I got home, and since they call my house whenever I'm absent, like they leave a message. Since my parents are both working, they leave a message. And then what I would do is I would get home and I would go straight to the little message machine and delete them little message so my mom wouldn't find out. So my mom was starting to get worried because I had really bad grades because of this, but she had no idea that I was skipping school. And then so she arranged a meeting with my teachers. I was super nervous at this meeting because I was like, because one of my teachers had already like noticed that I was missing a lot, but he didn't know I was skipping school, but he noticed that I was missing. I would just tell him, like, he would ask me about it, I would just tell him, oh, like, I've been feeling good and stuff like that. And then so I was scared that he was gonna like say something about it in the meeting, because my mom arranged a meeting with all my teachers, so I was afraid that he was gonna say something about it in the meeting. Bro, I was right, like he snitched on me. I was so mad. So we're in the meeting, and then my teacher was like, he was like, yeah, Claire's been missing a lot of school lately, and like I think that's been affecting her grade in my class. And like the teachers all like nodded and stuff. And then like right when he said that, I felt my heart like sink down, like all the way down. I was so scared. So I turned to my mom. Mom was like looking kind of confused. I was like, where there have been days where I didn't feel good, so I stayed with my dad at his work. And mom was like, oh, okay. And then the teachers were like, okay. And then that was the end of that. But then I still felt so guilty because I was really scared that like one day like the teachers were just gonna like keep on, like somebody was gonna say something, or she was gonna talk to my dad and ask him if that was true. And like I was so scared about that, so I ended up telling her later. I went into her room and I talked to her. I was like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna tell you. And I told her, and I was like, yeah, you know, I've just been going through a hard time, you know, just saying all bunch of stuff just to make her feel better, so she wouldn't get mad at me. That's what happened senior year. Senior year is also the year where I discovered Tinder, okay? And it all started when one of my friends was all about Tinder, okay? She was using it every day at school, and like I would see her using it. It looked pretty funny, like it looked fun because she was talking to all these people, and it would look pretty cool. It looked pretty cool. So then one day we were just chilling. It was like 3 of us. I looked at her. I was like, should I get her Tinder? And she was like, oh my god, yes, like get us in around. Like give me your phone. Like I'll make your Tinder. I started swiping. So it turned into kind of like a game. So it's cool, like I'm enjoying this little Tinder thing. So then whatever. And this one night I'm just chilling, I'm swiping, I'm on Tinder, I'm just chilling, and then I come across this one dude, and I'm just like my heart stops, because I'm just like, I really thought he was like beautiful, like he was a model. I like him, and then we match, and I'm just super happy. I'm just like, yes, we match. So we start talking, and then eventually like we had each other on Snapchat, so we start Snapchatting each other, and like I'm saying like, oh, you're cute. He's like, oh, you're cute too. And then you know, whatever. Day goes by, he doesn't Snapchat me all day, and then the night, like the next day, he Snapchats me and we start talking again. And then eventually, okay, this is where it gets a little weird. He ends up asking me if he can come over to my house. My mom wasn't home. No, he ends up coming over. He gets to my house. We go up to my room, and you know, we start talking. We start having normal conversation, and we end up like laying down on my bed. And then, you know, we're still kind of talking, and then out of nowhere he asked me, he's like, so would you make out with me? And I'm just like, look at him like, I don't know, maybe. And keep in mind, I've never been out with anyone in my life. I know I'm very late on this whole make out thing, but like I've never been out with anyone like until like a few months ago, okay? Judge me. I know. I'm lame. We end up making out. Honestly, I did not like it. I was like, senior year was my first like little make out. I know it's pretty late, whatever. I don't care. I'm just glad that it's over, because high school was not good to me. High school was horrible. School was horrible. And finally I graduated. I didn't think I was gonna make it, but I graduated on time. Like I barely made it. I graduated with all C's, okay? I barely made it. I hate school, like I really do. school's not for everyone, but I need to go back because I have to go back. I need to find a way to be successful in life, get that money, you know. So that is it. Okay, this is my whole high school experience. You know, it wasn't great, but you know, hang in there. If you're in high school, you hate it, you know. Okay, well, that's it.